I teach English, but in German, I'm still an A2 learner, and real conversations can make me nervous. I want to speak with people here in Vienna, not only smile and switch to English. So I tried Preply, and I'll show you the tutor search, the pros and cons, the real lesson clips, and my honest verdict. This video is sponsored by Preply, and they also gave me lesson credit to test the platform, but all opinions in this video are my own. If you are new here, I'm Valia, I teach English and I make easy English videos. But in German, I'm still A2. Living in Vienna gives me a very practical reason to learn German. At A2, I can understand and say some basic things, but I actually want to move beyond only simple conversations. Overall, my goal was to improve my German, learn new vocabulary, feel more confident, and be able to actually speak and discuss different interests, go to events, make German-speaking friends, and I want German to become a real part of my life, not just something I study. So my selected plan was 3 lessons per week and 12 lessons over a month. Preply is a language learning platform that connects learners with more than 100,000 tutors from all around the world and across more than 90 languages. It was also personally meaningful for me to try a global platform that was founded by Ukrainian entrepreneurs, and I, as a Ukrainian, am really proud of that. Getting started on the platform was really straightforward. You have to choose the language that you want to learn, then your current level, your preferences. And then to find the right person, I searched for German tutors using filters for my budget, schedule, level, and learning goal. All these filters can really help you find a tutor who will be a real match for you. What I especially liked were the tutor introduction videos, because they let me quickly understand each tutor's personality, speaking style, and overall vibe before booking. Because I live in Austria, I also looked for someone who could also explain German that is used here in Vienna and explain some Austrian expressions when they are useful. That is how I chose my tutor. I liked his introduction video, checked his positive reviews, and saw that he had experience living in Vienna, a C1 level of German, and lessons within my price range. So I decided to book a 50-minute trial lesson with him. I asked my tutor for permission to share with you some short clips from our actual lessons so that you can see what it's actually like.
Wie geht's denn?
Ja, es ist okay, es geht mir gut und ich habe viel zu tun heute.
Wie geht's mit dem Hausaufgaben?
Oh, ich habe das gemacht und es war... Ja, das Paket wird Großeltern gepackt.
Von den Großeltern.
Von den Großeltern gepackt. We worked on different grammar topics, for example, such as present passive. We practiced such phrases as das wird gemacht, which means that is being done, or die Bestellung wird vorbereitet, which means the order is being prepared. My tutor helped me correct my mistakes and showed me how to use these phrases and structure naturally when speaking. We also worked with vocabulary that I personally needed. What felt especially personalized was the homework. My tutor created exercises for me based on what we had learned, what mistakes I have made, and what vocabulary I need to revise. Afterward, I could also open lesson insights and check what we have learned and review the material again. And after just 5 lessons, I noticed that I started speaking more confidently and my vocabulary got better, and I actually understood more grammar. I could really see the progress from one lesson to the next. While the live tutor is the main part of the platform, I have also checked what happens between the lessons. For me, lesson insights were genuinely useful because they made the lesson feel more complete, and I could return to the important points instead of just forgetting them immediately after the call. You can learn vocabulary on Preply, so there are different collections that are categorized by topics. So you find the one you're interested in and you can add the words to your vocabulary, or you can add the whole collection. After that, there are exercises to actually practice the words and memorize them. And here are my honest pros and cons after my 12 lessons on Preply. First of all, I really enjoyed using Preply. So, pro number 1. What I really like is the lesson insights after each lesson. You can review grammar, vocabulary, the mistakes that you made, and You can actually see your progress with each lesson. It helps me consolidate the material and makes it much easier to remember what we worked on. Pro number 2. The choice of tutors is amazing. You can choose a tutor from almost any country, look for a native speaker that is important for you, compare their introduction videos, teaching style, experience. I especially like that I can choose by price range because it gives you the freedom not only find someone who meets your goals, but also your budget. Pro number 3, flexible schedule. I can choose a lesson schedule that works for me. I can check each tutor's availability and find the times that work for me. This is incredibly convenient, especially if your schedule changes or you have a busy week. Pro number 4, for me, this is an ideal format. I already have a good foundation in German, but I want to gain more confidence and improve my level overall while having these one-to-one lessons. I get much more time to speak, direct feedback, and lessons that focus on what I personally need. And I can genuinely see my progress from one lesson to the other. Now the cons. First of all, the choice of tutors is so big that you can actually spend the whole day watching all the introduction videos, checking all the filters, and choosing what tutor to have. There was one more thing that was tricky in my experience. Preply advertises that if your first tutor is not a match, you can try up to 2 more tutors through free trial replacements. I wanted to use this option, but I couldn't immediately figure out how to do this, so it was a little bit tricky for me. But I must say that when I contacted the Preply support, they helped me resolve the issue super quickly, and in the end, there was no problem. Now, my honest verdict is that Preply makes the most sense for people who want regular, personalized speaking practice with a real tutor. It can work for beginners who need guidance, busy learners who need flexible scheduling, and advanced learners who want to maintain their level. It's a fact that when we stop using a language, it can become rusty, so regular lessons can help you prevent it. It can also be useful for a job interview preparation, language exam, relocation, or any other specific need that you have. I would especially consider it if you want to improve your speaking, prefer one-to-one classes to group lessons, or have reached a plateau with self-study apps, because you get more speaking and direct feedback focused on your pace, mistakes, and goals. And for my own goals, I would definitely continue with Preply because I can see the progress and I really like this format of one-to-one lessons. I also think that my tutor was the right choice for me, and if I want, I can also have lessons with a native speaker in the future. And whatever goal I have in the future, finding a job where I have to speak German, for example, I can use Preply for that, and I can find a tutor who can help me reach this goal. For example, I can find a tutor who will help me prepare for a job interview or learn business German. If you want to compare tutors for German or another language, use my link below. Please check the price and subscription details that apply to you. And now I have a question to you. If you could confidently speak one language tomorrow, who would you talk to first and what would you talk about?